Hey, something else that I noticed while out here. So I've been doing this now for about 25 years, and I wanted to just talk about like the propane compartment. You know, back in the day, a lot of manufacturers used to take this lip, and even though it's needed to seal the compartment, well, this is an open compartment. So a lot of the times when the owners are removing the propane tanks, they're dragging that bottom on this edge. So something I used to like to do is cut a piece of this out, like say here and here with a little grinder, remove that completely. You know, you can still leave the seal, but it helps the door from being impaired for when you close it. So now when he's closing this, you can see that the door is sticked out quite a bit. He's having to force on the door, which is now creating pressure to it. So it's just a little trick I like to do. You know, I picked that up from watching other manufacturers. When you're in these compartments too, you know, make sure that you're not over tightening your LP connection. They just go on hand tight with a little bit of snugging. You know, that's your secondary regulator. If you didn't know what that is, that red regulator, that's so that it gives equal pressure based off of the distance that it has to run from the other side of the regulator. And then whenever you're using your propane tanks, always make sure that you turn them both on. When you're using the auto, you know, flip over, it's basically, if the pressure gets too low on one side, it'll automatically internally switch to the next. So make sure it's a good idea to run them with them both open, and all you're doing is selecting with which one you want to start first. So here's the opposite side with, again, the regulator. Your selection is up at the top. It's got a display showing you that it's green if it's got propane pressure to it. I don't know, you know, you can see where that's rubbing on that hose. I would probably relocate this up at a different angle just so that it doesn't do it, or turn the tank a little bit. But again, you know, we're damaging the bottom of the door. Again, I would just cut out enough room and then just grind it out, you know, round off the corner so that they're not sharp, and then use that UV protection around the door sills because they're starting to get dry and decompress. So, all right, hopefully you like this.